we don't get no side interlude.
Welcome to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast, a pro football concentrated. Welcome to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast, a pro football concentrated podcast that discusses NFL games week to week.
Hola, everybody.
¿Cómo
For
estás?
the shoe is muted.
Wow.
There he is.
My internet is out of control, dog. I don't know what's going on today, but welcome back.
You know?
Week 9 is in the books. Some very interesting games, and the league gets more and more interesting by the week. Welcome back to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast. This is the Week 9 recap. I'm Tony for the Colts Indy. Shout out to Jim Irsay getting down to Meek Mill.
It was the pills. It was the fentanyl out of Kensington,
Oh my
man.
gosh. Go ahead, John.
John, Patriots killer. Where's Cy at?
Sai said he couldn't make it last minute.
Man, he's about to leave his spot like Belichick.
Yeah.
Minos, I'll do my recap right now. We did not lose.
Nice one.
Shout out to Chase Young, though.
This guy.
Keep switching. What in the hell is this?
What just happened?
Here's a little.
What's up?
Oh my
Quaco
God.
Furry, Philadelphia Eagles. Look at it in the back. We just handed it to them.
We
Let's
can get
roll.
hit with some copyright infringement over here with Kermit.
Is that
Nah, take a screenshot and send it to the boy, the loser who couldn't show up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
why he's coming
at
in?
least he put up a fight against y'all. They did not play against us.
It's all about they put up a fight. They just
Anyway,
we'll get into
By a
it.
lot.
we might be having more guests. We don't know yet. But as of now, I know Sai said he couldn't make it today. I wonder why. He traveled all the way to New England or Connecticut or Boston just to eat that L. So I think he's still recovering from that cold he took from that L. But
Nah, he's probably recovering from how expensive tickets were sitting on the sideline, bro. He's sitting right behind the bench at the 50-yard line. Probably $400 ticket.
I saw apparently his brother was the one that copped him, and I'm sure his brother was at least his brother was happily rewarded because he's a Commanders fan. So sorry for Sai taking that up close and personal L. But where do we begin?
That burger makes me sick.
I guess we can start with that game, right? Commanders at New England. John, how you take that one?
He probably took it well because Cy was talking shit on the chat in the first quarter.
He was, dude.
Yeah, he
You know what?
was. Yeah, he was.
I don't feel any type of way about it. I don't. It is what it is. I mean, look, it's on to Cincinnati.
It's on to Cincinnati.
Wait,
Like,
listen.
look,
See what you did
Yeah.
there.
we have a quarterback, but that's the first time I've ever seen Ron Rivera win a challenge. I can tell you that. A win is a win, man, but we in rebuilding mode, man. We actually played better without Chase Young and Montez Sweat.
You played better?
That's funny, right?
Well, it's because he got hungry dudes looking to stay on the team. Meanwhile, Montez Sweat and Chase Young are looking to not get hurt and make bank.
I mean, Montez already got paid. So.
He got paid. So
I mean,
just imagine if Chase Young has balls out with us.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna pay him, and it sure shit ain't gonna be.
I'm not upset, man. I wish those dudes well. I wish Chase Young didn't, throw shade. Like, bro, just pack your bags and keep it moving, bro. Like, you don't have to talk about how they win over there. We know they win. We want to be like those winning teams, man. That's why we want the tank for the rest of the season, so we can get not the number 16 pick. We know they win.
I can hear the hate in this, not the hate, the pain in this man's voice.
Nah, look. I respect it. I do. Like, the Eagles, the 49ers, like, they're at the top for a reason, and we need to do something like that. We have a quarterback.
As of now, yeah.
He's a good player. It's like Sam Howell is like top of the league right now when it comes to stats. He just makes bonehead mistakes and is young, and he gets sacked too much. He can be developed.
Hey, you got more wins than my team does in the last month.
Yeah. So I'm happy about the win. It's 2 games on the road this year that we closed out with an interception. Huge. I mean, we should have lost that game.
Mm. Yeah, you started off slow. Started off slow in that one, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not pressed about a win. But the funny thing is if we beat Seattle, we would take their spot at the moment for the playoffs.
Hey, I hope you beat Seattle too.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do, Milos. I'm sure you do.
That's gonna be a tough. We talk about it on the next pod, but that's a tough game.
You're playing in Seattle, dude.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a tough game.
Bro, we barely win in Seattle.
Yeah, you got to play them on Thanksgiving, right?
Oh shit,
we all play on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you guys play on Thanksgiving.
And that's the late game too.
That's the late game. Yeah, that's the 8:20.
You know why that's
Fran and Niners and Fran. No, Niners and 49ers. Niners and the Seahawks.
Man, and you know why that sucks? I got a 5 a.m. flight the next morning to Atlanta.
For the wedding. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, you got another wedding in Atlanta?
Yeah, Doyen getting married.
Yeah.
So, and he's got 2 ceremonies, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, it's the traditional.
Is he African or something?
Yeah, it's for Nigerian. It's the traditional of the white one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll up to the traditional one like Ace Ventura 2.
With Tommy Davidson?
Yeah. The moral of the story, Ace Ventura 2. Ace Ventura 2 got some cheeks at the end of that movie, so that's the plan.
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, man, long story short, I'm happy about the win, but I'm not elated,
Yeah.
It's like the year when we traded for Jimmy G. Why in the fuck did we win 7 in a row to end the season?
Yeah. Is that the same year y'all made the Super Bowl? I can't remember.
No, that was the year that we started off like 0-9 with Brian Hoyer.
Oh yeah.
So John, what if you guys make it to the playoffs over? I don't think it's gonna happen, but over the Cowboys.
We
could.
Ron
still keep his job because you could make it to the playoffs.
See, that's the problem, man. I hope not. I don't want Ron Rivera anymore, man. We need something. Anybody attached to Dan Snyder's got to go, man. I don't care if we make the playoffs. I want to. Obviously, I want to see us win, but we got to get rid of Ron, man. It's time for new.
All right, let's get rid of Terry McLaurin, then he can come out west.
He probably will. Watch, he's gonna go out there.
McLaurin is not going anywhere.
He could come to this childhood team, the team that he supported all his life.
No, he is a Colts fan. He's played.
I saw this game after Marvin Harrison.
He's had 10 quarterbacks in 4 years.
Wow.
Hey, real quick, what do you guys think about Carson Wentz signing with the Rams, dude?
He just won't go away, man.
I mean, he's just he's just a backup right now. I mean, I'm like,
it's
but
Stafford's
he could play.
Yeah,
he could play.
Yeah,
Stafford plays through injury though.
Well, Stafford's thumb almost got ripped off. He didn't play last week.
Yeah, was it Wolford or
I have no idea.
All I know, Siren or something. Hi, friend. He got released. Somebody got released. The quarterback.
Oh, they played Brett Rippin.
Rippin got released. Yeah.
Ain't that your old quarterback's like nephew or some shit, John?
Yeah. He played for Nevada State, I think. But Kweku, bro, and this is for Minos too. You already know two of the last two teams in the NFC can absolutely have losing records making the playoffs. It's more than likely, actually. So, I could see Dallas, Washington, and Philly. Like last year, there was 3 NFC East teams. So, I mean, it's possible, man. Like,
but also you got Seattle and you got San Fran, and even the North, you have Detroit and Minnesota is starting to come up. Yep. So, I mean, it could go in any. For the NFC East, I will tell you, it's definitely going to be 2 teams coming out. Either is us and Dallas, and maybe you possibly. Yeah. I mean, but I could also. Somebody said this, I think, the other day. I don't know if it was Keith or somebody. I could see Dallas not making the playoffs, even though I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, look, Dak's playing well. He is. He's not playing. He's making bonehead decisions, but
a lot of it is going to come down to Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy is making a lot of bad decisions.
Well, their time management has been shit since he took over that team.
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously at the end of the game. Like you have to clock that ball. You can't.
Yeah.
You wasted all that time, and then they went backwards. It was like 3rd and 23. So
they were at first and goal.
Yeah. So I mean, look, Thanksgiving against Dallas, the first game, and like we said, Kweku, a couple weeks ago, last game of the season, bro, it's going to be probably flex. Dallas, Washington is probably going to decide a playoff spot for sure.
Well, I don't know if they're going to flex it. No. I don't know if they're going to flex it because if it's going to decide the division.
No, it's not. Wait, sorry, Minos, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, if it comes down to one team has to win or lose, they're going to keep all 4 NFC East teams playing in the same time slot.
Yeah,
so that there's no like, oh, okay, they lost, so now we don't have to play, and the next thing you know, it's a bullshit game.
Is it all division games like it usually is?
Yeah, the last 2 weeks I think are all division games.
Yeah, but Minos, are you playing? Not the last 2 weeks, because our week before last is against Arizona.
Oh, but I think the last week
is all division. Are you guys playing Seattle the last week, Minos?
Actually, no. We're actually in DC.
No, last week.
Oh, last week, I think it's the Rams, maybe. I was just looking at the schedule.
I was going to say, if it's Seattle, that's the game I could see them flexing. If it's to decide the division,
it's the Rams, and it's
the Rams.
Yeah,
it's the Rams.
And the Rams you guys are going to be resting all your players, bro. So it doesn't even matter. I think you guys would. I mean, more than likely, you're going to be resting your players.
I mean, even for the Eagles, what I'm hoping for is that last game in the Meadowlands, they're resting players. Unless maybe for some reason we get a first round bye. That's when I could see Sirianni playing the starters, maybe a little bit, because he learned his lesson from the preseason. Like, dude, you don't play people; they're gonna be rusty the first 4 weeks.
Well, did y'all play them last year?
No, last year we did the first part. That's when Jalen got knocked out by I can't remember who it was, and Sirianni was screaming at Robert Saleh across the sideline, like, dude, you're not supposed to do that. It's preseason.
Hey,
and after that, he pulled the starters out.
I mean, last year in the playoffs.
Last year in the playoffs?
Yeah, did y'all play them when y'all had the bye locked up? Because y'all had it locked up.
Oh yeah, we did play the Giants in Philly. We had to win. We beat them in Philly in order to get the first round bye.
Do you remember 2 years ago when we were playing you guys? I think it was the last game of the regular season, and you took Jalen Hurts out, bro, and we won that game.
Yeah, Giant fans were pissed off about that.
Yeah, that's right. They were playing the Giants in that game. Oh, yeah. Or no. So you were playing us? Yeah, that's right.
Nah, you were playing you, and it was supposed to decide that it wasn't. I think we were technically out, but you guys had to win to make it to the playoffs.
But that's the year Jalen Hurts took off for the fantasy playoffs because he started really coming on at the end of the year, bro.
And that's when he got pissed off because Doug Peterson pulled him out the game. I think they did it for positioning in the draft.
It was the quarterback that you replaced him.
It was Sutfield, and he shit the bed. He probably had like 5-6 interceptions.
Nate Sutfield.
Yeah, Nate Sutfield. Yeah, I don't know where he is now.
All I know is the last thing I heard about Nate Sudfeld is we traded him last year when we saw that Jimmy was going to stay.
So, when you play the Giants in the last game of the season, bro, who are they even going to have at quarterback? Because everybody keeps getting hurt. And
Danny DeVito's nephew.
Is that really his nephew?
I don't know. But he's the only other dude named DeVito.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Giants, though. They might have to draft a quarterback. Anyway, let's move
they're
on.
going to still be paying this.
Minos. I said Minos. Quaco, let's go into your game, the game of the week.
Yeah, game of the week. Philadelphia Eagles. I took that background. I was getting itchy. So I was like, nah, take it down. Like, I don't know. I was getting goosebumps. Like, I was cringing in my skin. Like,
oh my God.
But yeah, we had to play the Cowgirls. I mean, like we talked about last week, every division game is just like division games are crazy. They're just challenging. It's weird. It can go in any direction. I wasn't expecting a blowout. I had a feeling we were going to win. However, during that last minute, that's where things really I got scared. Like I was like, man, these people are about to beat us. Overall, I think the offense carried us. I mean, the defense did their part, but the offense really carried us through. Jalen was placing the ball in the right places. The run game, I think, there's more work to do over there. Kenny, I don't know.
Okay, didn't
he? You what?
Gainwell played okay, didn't he?
Gainwell played okay. He scored the first touchdown. I mean, he played okay. Jalen, obviously, as you guys know, his knee, I think he got hit by D-Law, so you could feel that, you could see that he was in pain. But I mean, that guy's a warrior.
The entire stadium's butthole puckered.
Now, like even me, I'm just sitting there like, oh snap! I hope they didn't re-aggravate it. And then not only that, he got sacked twice. I mean, I like how the Eagles contained Micah Parsons. I like how we contained Micah. They were either running in his direction or they were sending 2 tight end blockers on him. And it feels like once you take him out the game, like, I don't know, the Cowboys defense is not – they weren't doing anything special once Micah was taken out the game. And I think this is something a lot of teams – we did it last year. Last year, we took him out of the game. And, I mean, I think he still got his 2 sacks. He still got the sacks. He still got 2 sacks on us. But we took him out of the majority of the game. And I know a lot of teams are going to look at that tape. I mean, Minos, you guys did it too when you played him last time.
He went crowd surfing with you guys, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but defensively, the front 7, obviously, they did their thing. The secondary was the problem. It was a lot of mismatches, especially with CeeDee Lamb. I don't know. This guy is able to figure out mismatches. He's able to line up. And, like, he gets lucky. And Slay, I mean, a lot of people, including myself, who were saying, like, yo, why don't they just put Slay on him throughout the game? And Slay did said this on his podcast where he was talking about if they had him follow CD around a lot, Dak will know that they're playing man. So it's like, okay, looks like they're playing man. I'm gonna go to somebody else.
You know what else though? In the fourth quarter, man. I can't remember that dude's name, man. Who's number 18 on Dallas?
Number what?
18.
18. So
Newman.
Dak threw the ball. He threw a jump ball. It should have been to CeeDee Lamb.
Was it Turpin?
No, it wasn't.
No, Turpin is 9.
Some other dude. And it's like you guys
I don't know if it's Newman or something.
Yeah, go to your guy. Like go to the guy that's
The money
the
man.
reason why. Yeah, like you gotta go to him, dude. Like he's getting his man this year. Like he's literally nobody's able to stop him right now. You gotta go to your guy when you need a play. And so, that's the kind of stuff that I don't understand about the NFL, bro.
And the thing with CD is that CD, like I was saying, CD goes in different parts of the field. It's hard to play man against him because he can easily go in the slot. And if you have a corner who is not specialized in the slot, it becomes difficult. Compared to like, let's say, Justin Jefferson. A lot of times he plays on the outside. He doesn't go to the slot that often. So somebody like that, it's easy for Slade to follow him around. But CD, you can't really. CD looks for mismatches. There was even a time when he was lined up against Bradbury, and I felt he was going to beat him. If Doc had seen him earlier, he probably would have gotten a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, Cowboy fans are blaming the refs, and I'm like, dude, the refs actually gave you 40 yards. You couldn't do anything with that 40.
Undisputed? Is that what they're talking about on Undisputed today?
Mm-hmm. The refs gave you, I mean, Undisputed that's a story for another day. These young money rappers. Young money rappers on Undisputed. I'm like, damn, you guys are nowhere near first takes level.
Was Weezy on today?
No, Weezy wasn't on. He sent 2 of his rappers. I can't remember who they were, but
what's up with Goddard?
The Cuba guy, and then Goddard has I think he has a fractured wrist or something. He's probably going to go on IR. Nakobe Dean has a Liz Frank injury. We have a bye week, yeah. So luckily, we're off. Nakobe has a Liz Frank injury. He's also going to go on IR. So I don't know. Dallas may not play the Dallas game. He might be back for Seattle.
Man, that Liz Frank bitch is a pain in the ass, ain't she?
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what. Here's the thing about the Eagles, man. Y'all win. Y'all just find ways to win games, bro. It doesn't matter, like you can argue that in the fourth quarter in both games we played you guys, we outplayed you, but you still won both games. So it's
winners win.
I mean, you just find ways to win games, bro. Obviously, it pisses me off as a Lions fan.
It's scary when that happens at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But you're preparing yourself towards the end of the season and into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So it's teams that are always fun.
You didn't get blown out in the Super Bowl. You had a chance in that.
That's what I'm saying. We had a chance. And the thing is, like I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, look, you're not going to get a blowout from the Eagles like you would get like with the 49ers. It's going to be close regardless. It's like when I went out, I'm like, when I was out on Sunday, I was like, man, if it's a blowout, I'm out. But it's not a blowout. You're going to have to stay through the game. Eagles are not going to blow you out. Jalen, that's not his game. His game is not, and that's why even though he was able to keep on pace with Mahomes, he's not somebody that's going to throw what?
7 touchdowns?
7 touchdowns? No, he's not going to do that. He's probably going to throw for 3 and run for 2.
That's still a lot.
Hey,
that's still a lot, but I'm just saying. Some quarterbacks, they'll just stand there and just throw it, like Mahomes.
Are you confident going into the return game later on in the year?
Return game against Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am. I got to say I am. I mean, but it's also going to depend on the next 3 games are going to be hectic because it's Kansas City, Buffalo, Niners, and then Dallas.
You know what I want to see? I want to see like who's the feistiest person on the Eagles right now. Okay, so let me see what feisty is. Like let me see one of y'all dudes pick a pass off and go to the star in the middle of the field, or AJ Brown or something.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I mean, Bayard got fined when he did it when he was in Tennessee. Apparently now they fine you.
Okay.
T.O. ain't coming out that tunnel.
I could see Jalen Carter do something stupid like that. Because he does dumb stuff like that. Like if he was to catch an interception, even though or if he was to fumble, I could see him walking up to the star. That's the one person I would say.
Dallas is very inconsistent. So like that next matchup against Dallas for you is bro, I can't even call that game, dude. I can't. It's gonna be probably a Sunday night game.
It's a Sunday night game. It's not gonna be. And honestly, I did say we were gonna split. At the beginning of the season, I said we're gonna split. But I don't know, man. I don't want to make a prediction right now, but I probably could see Dallas winning it, but I would say that Eagles are probably gonna win that game.
Goodell needs to keep some kind of interest in America's team.
Oh, come on. How did they get crowned that anyway? I don't understand.
Because Jerry said it one day, and they were like, "Yeah,
we got the cheerleaders."
I thought it was they got the America's team in the 70s.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, dude. Yeah.
They were losing. Didn't they lose to the Steelers?
They lost to Steelers like all the time in the 70s.
Yeah. It was a good game though. It was definitely a good game as expected. We'll see how it goes the next time around. So
Dak and his turnovers, dude. The meme where he's holding the apple turnovers.
Hey, he didn't throw any picks.
He didn't. I mean, there was a fumble at the end, but it wasn't a pick.
Yeah. And
that one, dude, when CD caught that ball, I was like, somebody better be in that area. Thank God for Slay, because Slay was on him that last play. And actually also like the other thing too with Doc, I'm like, dude, the 2-point conversion, like that was that was a nail biter. I'm like,
you can't have your foot go out of bounds like that, man.
Dude, a true person would have put the ball in front before they even go out of bounds. I don't know but BG was chasing him. Old man BG was chasing him down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. It'll be an interesting. I think you guys are going to walk away with the division, but I think that next game was going to be interesting still. So
7-1. Yeah. I mean, that's in the bag.
Yeah. 8-1.
It's in the bag.
8-1. Yeah, 8-1.
Yeah, because Dallas is probably going to lose a couple of games, and we're probably going to lose. I mean, honestly, with the next 5 games that are tough, I'd say we'll probably take 3 out of the 2.
Did you guys play Cleveland this year?
Did you say you would take 3 out of the 2?
I would say. Okay, wait. Kansas City, Buffalo, Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks. Those are 5 tough games.
Oh, 3 out of the 5.
3 out of the 5. Sorry, I said 3 out of the 2. I meant 3 and 2. I was trying to say 3 and 2.
Shit. I was like, wait a minute.
I was trying to say 3 and 2. We're probably going to win 3 out of the 5. Sorry. I would say 3 out of the 5. We're probably going to win. I still don't know how we lost to the Jets. But
I don't either. Like, have they won 4 games in a row? No, they just lost.
They got blown out by Seattle.
Dak
by
Wilson,
the Chargers.
Trash.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't win the game. Their defense won that game.
They did. He's trash.
Yeah.
He's trash. I don't know. If somebody was saying that he just plays, instead of just playing regular basketball, he's out here like hooping, playing like the playground ball. Like, this, bro, run the play.
Yeah, man.
Or maybe Nathaniel Hackett is really that trash and Rodgers made him look good.
He's that bad, yeah. I mean,
possibly.
He got
but Salah's gonna end up being the one getting canned.
Yep. Hey, come on over to BC.
I don't think he's getting canned off the strength of
He's a good
Nah, he's probably going to stay on for another year.
Yeah.
But Hackett,
if he ever gets fired, Kyle is going to be on that phone fast as shit. Robert.
Yes.
And Wilkes is coming to the sideline. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's trying to copy Matt Canada.
Man, and that wasn't even that great either. They just
I'm not into OCs and DCs actually being in the booth. I feel like you have to be on the sideline.
I agree.
I would agree.
I mean, Dan Quinn is different. That's a different ball game, but
yeah.
I mean, especially your first year with a team too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be on the sideline. Get out of here.
Why did they change that up? They used to be back in the day on the sideline.
Because we got a lot of press boxes now.
Yeah, there's a lot of
too
many. Then you could be like
a lot of times you have consultants, and some teams just put consultants in the press box, and your analytics person will be up there who will tell you challenge it or don't challenge it.
Ken Dorsey is always slamming his playbook in the press box.
Yeah.
I still can't believe we drafted that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, you guys did, Minos. I forgot.
Did he win the Heisman? He won the Heisman, didn't he?
No,
Miami.
Did he win it that year when they won? He was a Heisman winner.
I have no idea. But we drafted him as the replacement for Jim Druckenmiller.
Who was that? Back when you were Bill Walsh's coach?
No, back when we had Mike Nolan. Right before he got fired mid-season for Singletary.
I think Eric, wasn't it Eric Crouch that won that joint that year?
I don't know, man.
Tim Couch?
No, the other one, the one from Nebraska.
Oh, Crouch.
I think he won it that year. He was a scrambler.
I have no idea.
I don't
Ken
think
Dorsey was. Oh man,
he was. I mean, but he was surrounded by straight NFL talent. It was just
crazy. His entire team.
You baby.
Hey, that's the greatest team of all time, brother.
Greatest team of all time. Can't tell me nothing. That team was cold.
I mean, motherfucker, when you have Anquan Bolden, Willis McGahee, Frank Gore, Shockey.
Bolden was on FSU.
Bolden was in Florida State.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Bolden was in Florida State too.
Santana Moss.
Yeah.
Shit.
Bro, Andre Johnson was that.
Even what's his face?
Edrin James, Reggie
Wayne. Edrin James was before, but he went there.
McGahee.
McGahee was there. Frank Gore was there. Najee Davenport was there. It was cold.
Hey, there's got to be something to be said about that training staff, though. After McGahee and Frank Gore having those knee injuries, and
Clinton Portis was there too. Like dog.
Real quick.
I think if I played football, that's where I would have gone.
Did y'all see that Dallas signed Martavis Bryant?
Yeah, I did.
What?
I did.
Yeah.
He's still around.
I guess he had a couple good games with the Steelers, didn't
he?
He like 8 years ago.
I think he was playing in Canada or whatever, or CFL or one of them joints.
He was playing for the Alouettes.
He still got it. Yeah, the Alouettes.
Yeah.
Alouettes stage
anyway,
on Puma.
Let's move on to the other games. Indy 27, Carolina 13. Best defensive performance of our season. Clearly, Carolina's offensive line is just doo-doo. Shout out to Kenny Moore for 2 pick sixes. That was a great performance from him.
I actually started y'all's defense in fantasy.
Nice. It can pay dividends, I'm sure. Lots of sacks, lots of picks. Offensively, it was still overall it wasn't the greatest game we played. Like Gardner Minshew was marginally better than Bryce Young, and Bryce Young had a terrible game. The offense didn't generate anything. Minshew missed some key throws, but he was just basically covered up by the defense. The defense saved him for the most part. So the score was a bit deceiving because a lot of it was from the defense was just killing Carolina, and at the same time,
rookie?
who
Kenny Moore.
No. He's been in the league for a bit. He's been in the league. He was undrafted from New England, and New England cut him, and then we picked him up, and he's been, in my opinion, the best slot corner in the league for the last 5-6 years. He's been cold, but he's mostly a slot corner. He does it all: tackles, plays coverage, gets sacks. He's good. He's a good player. He's a very good player.
I thought we were going to trade for him for some funny reason.
What's that?
I thought we were going to trade for him.
Yeah, I mean, Sirianni's familiar with how good he is. That's why he wanted him, because he was in Indy, he was familiar with him. So, but he's like our secondary is basically rookies. So he's like basically the only veteran we have. So we weren't going to trade him.
Are they going to
he's a locker room leader too. So
are they going to let Bryce Young? What do they do if Bryce Young keeps playing like this for next season?
I mean, you can't. You got to keep playing him.
Look how bad
first round pick.
Look how
his line is bad. It's almost a repeat of Justin Fields, like the line, because the line is so bad, it's causing him to develop terrible habits, and if they don't fix it soon, his internal clock is going to be David Card, and he'll be done. And that'll be a shame, because there's definitely potential there. He was just getting swallowed up. Pause.
But they improved their line though in the previous 2 drafts. So it's it?
It's not very good. It's not, and they should have run the ball, because we're missing Grover Stewart, who's basically he's basically the reason. Miles Sanders is garbage. He's garbage with him. Chuba Hubbard actually had a decent game. They just stopped running the ball.
I mean,
after a while, we took the lead.
This is what was funny though. I saw an interview of him where he was saying that there were too many boos and that was not cool. And I'm like, dude, you played in Philly. You should be used to that. Yeah, Philly. If you can handle Philly boos, Carolina boos are probably friendly.
See, he might not be talking about it. He might not be talking about himself. He might be talking about the kid.
Nah, he was getting booed.
I think he's just looking out for his quarterback, honestly.
Because Bryce Young, he's never been booed before.
Yeah, he's looking out for his quarterback.
I mean, but that's the reality of coming into the NFL. I mean, especially, CJ Stroud, that's a different level. He's playing lights out, but
yeah, he is. He's cold, but he also has a significantly better offensive line. So he has time to actually read. Like the moment if you watch the game, like he literally had no more than 3 seconds on an average. Like he'll literally get the ball and someone is in his face.
Yep.
He's also small, so like
that's the thing.
You know what I mean? So
but Sam Howell,
he's like a Kyler Murray that can't run.
Was that John?
He's like a Kyler. Oh, go ahead, John.
Sam Howell has that same problem.
Yeah, no, he does. But Sam Howell, I think he's.
I don't know, man.
How many years?
Sam Howell gets the ball out pretty fast.
And he's also been in the league a little. He has a bit of more of experience. He has better weapons.
Nah, Sam Howell's been in the league for this is second year though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the second year. Okay, so
and this is first year starting.
He has better weapons.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but Kyler has what's his name? Chuck Clark. He has the
what happened to Jonathan Mingo?
He's been in and out of the lineup. Jonathan Mingo is okay. He's actually getting better. He's a rookie too at the same time. So
he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And the dude from LSU.
He's had some decent games
LSU too.
Yeah, I don't know, dog.
And they're screwed because they don't have a first round pick next year.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to have a bucket load of cap space to sign some wide receivers.
Minshew's definitely not it, but he's a backup, so it is what it is. Like the way I see this season, I'm just more or less evaluating the coaching competency, which so far I like from Steichen. He definitely has rookie coach moments, but for the most part, I like what I'm seeing. The team definitely believes in him. He's a great play caller and schemer, but I feel like Yeah, I feel like we need to see Richardson next year. I feel like he needs at least one more receiving weapon. And I
feel
think
bad for man.
was that?
I feel bad for that kid.
Yeah, me too. Because there were even some plays in this game where like I know Josh Downs got hurt he left the game, but he should be fine.
Come back.
No, he didn't come back for the rest of it, but they said he's fine. He might even play this week. But there were plays where Isaiah McKenzie literally was wide open down on a go route, and Minshew went for the check down like a couple of times. It's like
Minshew, like that's the thing. Minshew does not, and it's funny because even when he was in Philly, I remember that game against New Orleans. He was only throwing to his left. I'm like, dude, the defense is gonna predict you, and the defense you're very predictive. Like I'm like, dude, look on the other side, you know.
Yeah.
So
he's a backup. He's a good backup.
He's a solid backup. But the thing is that when you hit him once or twice, he just is like he loses confidence.
He will get the job done as a backup, as in he's the backup that can get you 1 or 2 wins if your starter is down. However, if he has to like start for a significant portion of the season, chalk it up. Or unless you have like a sick running game that can keep the games close and then the luck of the ball falls your way, that type of thing. Otherwise, just chalk it up, man. But good win. We're on to Germany now to play. We might decide the fate of Bill Belichick this week. So that'll be we'll talk about that.
You think he gets fired? I don't think so.
No way.
I don't think he gets fired in season. No.
Yeah, it'll be until the end of the season at the very least.
But if anything, they'll ask him to retire though. That's a firing, I guess.
Resign. He's not retiring. He's gonna coach. He's just gonna start somewhere else. He's gonna coach somewhere else, like Washington.
I don't think Magic Johnson wants that dude anywhere.
All over. Hey, it's like Vince Lombardi. When he died, he went to the Redskins.
I got it.
What is it?
Who's part owner of the Raiders?
Oh, Brady? No. He is not stepping foot in. No,
they fired. They made him be back out.
Antonio Pierce is probably, honestly, depending on how the season goes.
No, that got voided.
That job to Antonio Pierce.
I think there was a problem with the whole Brady and the Raiders thing. Didn't they void that whole thing?
Did they?
They're still talking about it. I know they were talking about because Fox gave him a job, and then
an hour ago, an article just came out. Tom Brady to have say in Raiders' choice of head coach.
Oh,
he's still attempting. He's still.
Come on, man! I like Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce that's that dude.
So was Mike Singletary, and look how that worked.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, but dude, Antonio Pierce, he's a little bit younger. It's something about former players becoming head coaches, and he's young. He's like Vrabel. There's some similarities with Vrabel. He's not going to call the defense. He's not going to do all of that. But dude, I can see
Vrabel is actually a very good coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's that young. I mean, but the thing is, well, Mark Davis will hire. He'll hire a black coach because I was going to say, would he hire? But I'm sure he will do it.
The reason why Vrabel's a good coach because he didn't coach under Belichick. He went under O'Brien. It was with the Texans.
Yeah.
Well, O'Brien is a Belichick disciple.
He is.
Hey, you got
and mind you, O'Brien was a terrible coach.
And Vrabel is considered a Belichick. Well, I don't know if he's considered a disciple because he played for him.
He was more of a player.
I take that back. O'Brien is not a terrible coach. He's a terrible GM because he was a coach and GM and made some terrible decisions.
Yeah, that's
something that you just can't do.
And he has a butt. He's got a butt chin too.
What's that?
He's got a butt chin.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah,
Zach Moss done? He done? Is Zach Moss like out of the rotation now, or?
I think they're slowly weeding him out. I think he's gonna start getting 10 to 11 carries, whereas JT is gonna get JT. Yeah, I'm pulling him out of my starting lineup this week. I think when he talks.
Nice run. Yeah. So does he get traded in the offseason, then you think?
He's a free agent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I'm all over to Washington.
Yeah.
Hey, we got 90 million in cap space.
Use it wisely.
Oh god.
Hey, y'all can go get another Hainsworth.
Anyway, let's move on. The other
Fletch
game.
will be a free agent next year.
Chargers destroy the Jets.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to hear something funny with the Jets defense? I needed 8 points from them, and they got me exactly 8, and I won by less than a point, I think.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's terrible, considering that apparently
They gave
Aaron
up
Rodgers is
30-some
supposed to
points
return
and
in.
still got 8.
I know.
They're saying Aaron Rodgers is supposed to return in a few weeks. I don't know how realistic that is.
Bro, the moment somebody on him, that shit's re-tearing, and then he's done.
Bro,
I think they're gonna hold him out.
I would just sit out the season, especially if your hopes of making the playoffs are like.
I doubt, knowing his ego, he's not gonna do it. But we'll see.
Let's talk about Justin Herbert. What is he?
Shit.
The second coming of the 8 God, but I don't.
No. He's the second coming of Phillip Rivers with the ball with 2 minutes left, and like he's down by 1.
I don't know. I think Phillip Rivers at least had some playoff wins. Has Herbert ever had a playoff win yet?
No.
I know he's made the playoffs. I don't think
he made the playoffs once.
Jacksonville. They played Jacksonville last year, and they lost at the end.
Yeah.
Even after 4 interceptions, dude.
Trevor
Lawrence literally.
But that is quite a good comparison, John. He's definitely Phillip Rivers-ish.
He's got weapons, man. Like, I'm not gonna call Mike Williams. I don't like what happened to Mike Williams, but when Mike Williams is on the field, Keenan Allen, like Austin Eckler, he's got weapons, man.
He even has that rookie from TCU.
Even Gerald Everett, the tight end, is a good tight end. Like, he's good. Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm still on the fence with him. He's already got paid, but I'm still on the fence with him. He's got a lot of talent, but he's just weird, bro. Weird. I don't know. Anyway, the Bills lose to the Bengals. Joe Cool once again. That division is cold.
Which one?
The AFC North is cold. The Ravens are what, like 6-2, and everybody's 5-3.
If the playoffs started now,
the whole division is in. The whole division is in.
Yeah, but we called that though. We said in the beginning of the year we agreed that every team in that division could have a winning record and might make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the Steelers got the least talent.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a pretty good.
I don't know how Tomlin does it every year, though. He's one hell of a coach because his quarterback is trash. His quarterback is trash.
Where did he come from? What tree does he fall under?
Dungy.
He's a Dungy guy. Yeah.
Tomlin was like a Dungy.
Yeah. Our Giants get destroyed by the Raiders. Shout out to ironically, Antonio Pierce destroys his ex-Super Bowl team. And all of a sudden, Devontae Adams is happy again. He must have hated McDaniels.
Do you know that the Thursday before that Monday night game, this fool, how are you gonna tell your players to tell me how you feel about me and think that you're gonna keep your job? Literally, players were like tearing into him. Coaches were tearing into
McDaniels.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what ended up happening? Ended up sealing his fate.
I think so, because like players and coaches were tearing into him. Like, how you gonna open that? It's like a boss will come in and saying, "Oh, tell me how you feel about me," and then everybody's like, just nobody's saying anything good about you.
Incredible.
Yeah, this was like the Thursday before that game. Who is it? What's that defensive guy's name? The
Crosby?
Crosby, yeah. Crosby said in an interview, like, dude, it was the most uncomfortable meeting I'd been in as a football player.
Yeah, I can
Probably
imagine.
Antonio Pierce was turning to him too, only to take his job.
Yeah, I can see that.
The Texans defeated the Bucks in a great. That game was so good.
Oh,
The back and forth was man Stroud, dog. I knew Stroud was gonna come through.
Stroud is good.
It was him and Richardson that I liked out of the four.
I think he makes a good offensive player of the offensive rookie of the year.
He is the best. Seemed like he is the best, like pure passer out of the bunch.
Yo, that's the first time I could say that about an Ohio State quarterback.
No, yeah, I knew it coming out because because we're picking high. I just reviewed a lot of like highlights from all of them, and that man, there's no throw he could. He just throws the ball amazingly. Like the only thing is in Ohio he just sat in the pocket with no kind of pressure. That was the only thing. Like now he's proven that.
You're gonna break the record. The record for touchdowns as a rookie, Justin Herbert has it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He might, but it's not. But
he's on route. I don't think he's there yet, but he's on route. Yeah.
Got 15.
Herbert, I think, through 30 or something like that.
Yeah, he was in the 30s.
Because Peyton threw 23, and so he's definitely in the 30s. Yeah. Peyton threw 26 and threw 23 picks. I think he still has the record as a rookie for that. The Vikings defeat the Falcons in a close one. How about Dobbs, dog?
Yeah. The locker room was ecstatic, man, after that game. I was good for him, man. He's
came in there.
It's his fourth team. It's his fourth team in like the last 15 games.
Right. And like that's why it's so impressive, because he had to like learn whatever the playbook is on the fly without his star receiver in Jefferson, and he still did the job. So
you know that he's like a rocket scientist on the side or something crazy like that.
Oh, like, yeah, Brainiac dude.
Something, yeah. And you know what? Look, Vikings got 4 wins in a row, bro. Like,
let's not talk about it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Without Jefferson, Jefferson.
Crazy, man. So I would think that they would not bring Jefferson back, man. But if they have a chance,
he's scheduled to come back this week to practice this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rams got destroyed by the Packers. I'm guessing I didn't catch that, but it's because Stafford got hurt early.
I don't know. I think he got hurt the week before. He didn't play.
He didn't play. That's why they got destroyed.
He got hurt in the Cowboys game. Yeah.
Yeah, he did not play at all. That's why.
Bro, Cooper Kupp is like not even part of that offense right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Bears lose to the Saints, a fairly close competitive game. The backup guy, I forget his name, Bagent or whatever his name is. Yeah, he had an okay game, I guess. Yeah. What else? We have the Cardinals getting that donut to the Browns 27-0.
Hey, Kyler Murray's coming back.
Is it? He's coming back this week?
Yeah.
He's coming back this week.
Jonathan, please. Jonathan Gannon is probably not going to keep his job after this season. I wouldn't be surprised too if he comes back.
That won't be fair, because he
hasn't had a quarterback.
Yeah, he didn't have a quarterback. The Cards.
Wilkes got fired. Wilkes was fired after his first year with the Cardinals.
Well, I can already tell you. I can understand why he got fired.
What's the name of that dude that flew to Tahiti or something on the one Cliff Kingsbury?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. The Cardinals are probably the worst run organization.
Well, I mean, you see all the shit that's coming out about their owner right now.
Is it Bidwell?
He's like Dan Snyder #2.
Bill Bidwell?
Yeah.
That's not possible.
All the players
should go buy that job.
I mean, I think last year on the pod we were talking about it, how much the players that came over to our team mid-season would be like, if we got Gatorade out the cafeteria, it came out of our checks. Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what the Niners were doing until Jed York took over from his parents. And that's why we were dog shit from 03 to like Singletary.
The Ravens destroyed the Seahawks. I think they're playing the best football right now.
Ravens are dangerous.
I think they're playing the best football right now in the league.
How about that rookie, bro? Keaton Mitchell?
Yeah. The running back. He barely had any touches, but he killed it whenever he touched the ball. Yeah. And their defense is like that too.
But guess what? They play the Browns this week, so look forward to a 3-0 game.
Did they win the first one or they lost the first one?
I can't remember. Did they already play?
I think they won the first one.
They won the first one. Okay, they already played once. Yeah. No, I think they lost the first one.
I don't know. I'm getting too old.
I think they're going to win this one.
Lamar is having a good, accurate season, but he did not play very well last week. But he still put up. They pulled him in like the fourth quarter because they were up 30-3 or something. But Seattle, they played Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, not a good game by Gino.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they played the Ravens defense. I think they've only allowed like 3 touchdowns the whole year, or 3 or 4. They haven't really allowed that many touchdowns.
That's good.
So,
who's their coordinator on defense?
I don't know who their coordinator is. I think he's a DB. He's a DB. Someone of DB origin. I'm not sure though. But that's a good question. Let me actually check that. Because he's probably going to be a coaching candidate this offseason. Yeah. Mike McDonald, Ravens defensive coordinator. The Dolphins put a stinker up in England. Was that what they played against the Chiefs?
Germany.
They didn't do shit after all that talking.
Right?
Cheetah did not do shit after all that talking, dog.
It don't matter what country we're in, they gonna get this what work.
I know.
Kelsey was trash too.
Yeah, dog. Exactly. He needs to put what's her face on a hiatus, dog. Focus on the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then the last game, the Thursday one, when the Steelers came through beating the Titans 2016. Levis played well, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he did.
He played well.
He's got a good arm.
Yeah, he does. My only concern with Levis is his pocket awareness. It scares me. Other than that,
happy feet.
Not only that, like that was not only was that on his scouting report, but there was like a play or two in the game where when they snapped the ball, he's in the pocket. There's like 3 guys literally in his face, and he tries to throw it normally. Like, bro, you're not gonna move or like
run, bitch, run.
He tried to throw it normally. Of course, he got hit. He didn't get the pass off, but luckily he didn't fumble either.
What's the Titans record right now?
3-5? No, 2-6, I think, or something like that.
They really want to evaluate.
No, it's 3-5 because they've had a bye.
Tannehill is out, so they're gonna roll with him and see what they have.
Yeah, I think he has potential to be really legit. He toughed it out Thursday. So,
Tannehill's done in there.
Yeah, he's done. He's done, dog. I believe this is probably the last year of Henry as well.
Yep.
He's either gonna get traded in the offseason or cut or something like that.
Oh, you can't cut Derrick Henry ever. No. You can't cut.
He's a cap casualty.
How you Yeti, bro. Come on over to Washington.
The same way we didn't keep Frank Gore.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
But he ain't that old yet. Frank Gore was in his like 19th season or something crazy.
He came over to Indy that year, I think. After
He
y'all.
spurned the Eagles
Oh, he went to the Eagles first, and then he came to us
for like a half second, and then he
Yeah.
backed out. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I was about to give me a Frank Gore Eagles jersey too.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
holds the record for yards? Did Edgerrin James?
It's Emmett.
Is it still Emmett?
Yeah, it's still
Oh, yeah.
Emmett. It's still Emmett.
So
I
Frank
think
Gore is kind of top 5.
I think
Yeah, he ran into the top 5. He was in the league for so long. He definitely made it into the top 5. So he's gonna get a yellow jacket at some point.
he's in our front office now.
Oh yeah.
Is he really?
Yep.
Cool.
I like it.
Cool. Anyway, that was week 9. Thank you all. Preview for week 10 coming. Stay tuned. Week 9 was actually a really good week. Things are starting to take shape in the league as we go into the second half of the season. Let's see what the season has for us. All righty, we're out. Oh, somebody said something. Let me see. Oh, yeah, you had to bounce. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Like that. We gone.